Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Higher Source Tarot for a tarot and oracle card reading for all Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're just about to kick off your season. Getting excited for it. We have the energy of the vampire, emotional intelligence. So you get ready, because I always tell you this, you're one of the most psychic signs, and you have a phenomenal ability to rise again. So if you've had some setbacks earlier this year or in the past year, I feel like this will be your time to move forward, but you've got to use your skills, your powers of intuition, your powers of knowing, and you use that to your advantage. So let's see here. I feel like a lot of my Scorpio friends had a pretty life-changing year in 2024, and they're still kind of coming out of the ashes here. Well, you've got Justice. Now, this is interesting. That's 11, that's 12. The Hangman comes next. The Sun. I feel like the tables are turning in your favor. You've got the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Magician, oh yeah, and the World, oh yeah. This is a great reading. You have 5 major arcana, which is just crazy. Let's see how we can do this. I think this is what we'll do with it, because I like to put the cards in order. It bugs me when they're not. I don't know why, but it's just a numerology thing. So, hey, how about this? How about let's kick off your season and kick off a year you'll never forget. A year to remember, and it's all filled with blessings, gifts. Here's where I feel like you come into your own, and you will be unstoppable in this energy. Your good ideas come to fruition. If somebody really double-crossed you, like if you had somebody cheat on you in 2024, maybe a marriage ended, something like that, you're going to see them fall to rubble, and you're never looking back. And sometimes I think when that happens, it's just a little validation that perhaps it wasn't necessarily completely you, but you let a snake into your life. And sometimes we do that. We're just happy being happy. And all of a sudden it's like, how did I get my wagon hitched to this? This is crazy. So I feel like this is going to be a great beginning for you. You have a time, this is a time of high achievements. It's a time of real joy though. There's no downside. So we have here Libra, we've got Taurus, we've got Leo, we've got water, earth, and air. We technically have all the elements in the energy of the Magician. But when you see Justice coming in here, this energy of Justice will help you put your foot down. And I feel like there's some kind of a boundary here that changes everything, or a conversation that's going to change everything. If there's been lies getting told, there may be somebody who gets demoted if they've been running around playing fast and loose with the truth. Get ready, because justice is coming for them. And I mean that energetically. This is just a reminder. The universe takes care of stuff. We don't even have to lift a finger. We just sit back and watch. You know, I'm just here for the comments. So with this energy of Justice, it is a card of cause and effect. So knowing that what you put out comes back to you. What's meant for you won't miss you, and what's yours will not leave you. And so if something left you and you've been heartbroken, I feel like you're finally going to see why. And you're going to say, that was for my best and highest good, even though it was a hell of a ride to get here. Now, with the energy of the Hanged Man, when the cards were originally made, I believe this was referred to as the Hanging Man because he's suspended. He's somewhat in limbo, but I'll tell you what this will do for you. It's like the sacredness of pausing to me, where he's hanging there, but he's wide open. He's not uncomfortable. He's not trying to wriggle to get free. He's in a place where he's open to receive, ready to receive. Surrender to win is what I always tell you this. So you have here a light bulb coming in, and aha. Now, I also feel like you may get a call out of the blue about a job. It could also be a love relationship, but that aha moment, somebody here who you get into their mind, okay? You come into their consciousness. The subconscious says, oh, you're looking for somebody that sounds just like Scorpio. Here, conscious mind, think of this. you know, that's pushed forward through your subconscious. When we have those thoughts, those epiphanies, it's not just out of nowhere. So with this energy of the sun will rise on you. The sun will shine on you again. This is a card of pure positivity and joy. It is a yes. It is saying that all things are working out for you, especially this. These are probably the two happiest cards in the entire deck. And they're telling you that every achievement you came here for is happening. And I also feel like you may get contacted from somebody from the past. I believe I did say that. But it's going to be very positive. This is not, oh my God, how did I unblock their number? How did they get through? It's saying this is exactly what needed to happen. If you are traveling for your birthday, if you have a big birthday coming up that ends in a 0, I feel like you're going to have one of the best times ever. You are going to be on top of the world. And when you're in that energy, know that you start attracting things that reverberates through your life, positive things. So you get back from the trip and all of a sudden, your whole life seems to be a magnet for something good. And so I feel like with this sun energy, if you've been in a bit of a slump, you're going to be revitalized. Here's a renewal. It's a card of feeling excited about life, attracting very positive people, high energy people. Not too much. We're not talking about people who are manic, where they're just coming at you and you're like, oh God, I can't take that much energy. But they are a match. And so with this 4 of Swords energy, this is actually doing some heavy lifting, believe it or not. So he hangs up the swords. It's you lying in repose, you not being in conflict, you letting go of anything that you know is not the best for you, because the best for you is out there and it's coming in. So with this 4 of Swords, it is a time of serenity. If you are going on a vacation, I feel like somebody gets a little bit of time to meditate, to quiet things down, and from there you will take off like a rocket ship. To me, meditation is, oddly enough, it's more like high octane fuel. That's where the real stuff comes in, when we can quiet down. It's very paradoxical, but I've seen it work in my own life. So with this King of Cups, I feel like you might be on the receiving end of some tea. This is where you get some information and it's easy to talk to you. And you might have people saying it's so easy to talk to you. If you're a therapist, your book or your schedule is going to be full, where you're saying, this is great, but I cannot take anybody else on. This energy too, I feel like somebody here, you may have somebody who's quitting your job. And I feel like if it's somebody in leadership, they've barely even been there, where they're going to resign very, very soon. Like they started and realized this is not a fit and nobody likes them and they're going to dump the job. But you might be the person that is privy to it first. So with this, you do have a little bit of strenuous energy around you. Be careful not to overschedule yourself, especially during your season. Don't take too much on. Be careful even doing heavy lifting. If you like to lift weights, let's not overdo it and strain the back. Let's make sure that form is tip top, because you know that's a lot of it, right? When we start to have strains, it just goes back to the form. So be aware of this, not to overburden yourself. With this energy of the Magician, all things are possible. Everything is within reach. And so this 4 of Swords helps with the Magician so that you don't get frenetic, where you're just like, I saw somebody on one of those like timed shopping challenges where they're running through a store with a cart just throwing crap in, you know, like you don't get like that where you're just crazed. But I do feel like you're going to have lots of opportunities, and don't be afraid. If you say no, there's something else. The Magician energy has you highly creative, very confident. You're going to be a magnet for people though, because people love that energy. You have new opportunities. If it's a relationship too, you have somebody here that is going to have your heart afire, your heart ablaze, where you will look at them and that heart is going pitter pat. You are tingles from head to toe. And I feel like they're very confident, and that's going to be very sexy. There's something about them and if you're with them already, then you're like, yeah, oh, hell yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. With this energy of the World, this is everything. This is where you really say, I am at a tipping point in my life that feels amazing, where everything almost has that reset quality, that you've completed a cycle and it is a fabulous new beginning. There's no downside when you see the World, the Sun, and the Magician. You've got it all. All right, let's see what else we need to find for you. Success, okay? Unbridled success. Forgiveness, let it go and let it flow. If somebody gets too busy to think of you and they forget you during your season, that's the Ten of Wands. Helpful people, but I don't feel like it has anything to do with you. Within the next few months, you get ready, my dears, and you've got a yes. Good things are coming. I love you, Scorpio. I'll be back again soon.